we are back with another Diablo video. I'm able to actually do it. It's not crashing my console anymore, which is a good sign. So I figured why not get another Diablo commentary up, or not commentary, but a build video. So today we're just going to be showing the Fishymancer build, which is the Necromancer build. So we're just going to go right to the skill tree as we always do. Key things to look for here for the Fishymancer is the key skills that you want to do first is you want to do Raise Skeletons, Skeleton Mastery, and Corpse Explosion in that order. I'll have that on the screen somewhere. Those are the skills that you want to upgrade full, so you want to max those out in that order. So you want to go to Raise Skeleton, Skeleton Mastery, and then Corpse Explosion, which is here. You want to max all those out. Now, of course, mine are above 20 because I have extra things. I have that, which gives me extra skill level, and I believe this does too. So that's 3 bonus points that I have. I'm currently just farming for other things that I'm trying to increase my skills even further. But yeah, so we're just back at the tree. I'll zoom in to what I always do. So Raise Skeleton, you want first. That's the thing you want to do first. You want to max that out to 20. Then you want to do this to 20. And then you want to do Corpse Explosion to 20. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go to... I'm going to go to high populated areas just to show you the efficacy of the Fishymancer and just how powerful he is. So yeah, we're just going to go to the World Stone Keep. Again, we're just doing some farming, so if I get things in between, I'm going to be freaking out probably. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the World Stone Keep level 2, where it is a high populated area. See you then. Okay, we're in the World Stone Keep level 2, so like I said, this is just to show how just efficient the Fishymancer is, or how powerful he is, I guess. So right now I only have 9 skeletons, 3 mages, and then I can get 4 revives, which is I can resurrect enemies that I have killed. So I'm going to I want to resurrect, obviously. If I can find people. So right now what I'm farming for is the Arm of King Leoric, which puts my skills up even further. It's probably one of the best things that you can get for the Necromancer, so I'm just trying to get him. Oh, I just killed an enemy, didn't I? Can I resurrect him? Where'd you go? He was around here, wasn't he? Yeah, he's right here. Oh, I can't resurrect him. So that's a few things for the Fishymancer as well. It is a very safe build. It is a very beginner-friendly build as well, so those are 2 key things there. It's very beginner-friendly, and it is very safe to play. You'll see me a lot of the times, like I just stay back here, and I just keep casting. What skill is that? Because there's other skills that you're obviously going to have to get, but I just forget. Amplify damage, okay, so that's all you're really going to end up doing. With the Fishymancer, you're just going to be sitting back and just doing that and just amping damage to help your party do more damage. Which also leads me to it can be also a very boring build to play, just because once you get to this level, your skeletons basically just handle all the work for you, and you don't have to do much. But you also have to stay on your toes. Like the World Stone Keep, you can't just sit here like this, because you will die. Bale casts he casts like poison and different things, like if you're AFK. And since you can't pause the game, this is a very good build. Like you can just sit here. It's very stream friendly too, I would say. So you can just read your chat and just like look at this. I'm not even moving, and my skeletons just did all the work for me. That's where Skeleton Mastery comes into play, because your skeletons are so damn strong. Then I have the Golem as well, and I have my Mercenary kitted Duriel Shell helm that I found for him. That's not specific, but a Duriel Shell you get from Mephisto, and that is very good for your Mercenary. And then I have Insight. And as you can see, I was AFK, and he used his shit on me. So that's what will happen if you're AFK for too long. So absolutely go to town if you're in the World Stone Keep, and then you have to go and do something. Absolutely teleport to town. And I'm only on Nightmare, so I'll likely show Hell difficulty, just to, again, further show how powerful this build is, even on the highest difficulty. But this is just with the gear I have. This is just with Spirit, which I'll get into the rune word stuff. I'll have that on the screen when I show that. I haven't resurrected anything yet. I just let my skeletons do the work. There, I have 1 revive now. Corpse Explosion is probably the highlight of the build, just because I'll kill this mage here, and then Corpse Explosion, and it blows everything up. It's very good for the Act 2 levels when you're in the tombs, because sometimes you'll be locked at a door, or sometimes you'll open a door and you'll get stuck. The Corpse Explosion, all you have to do is let your skeletons kill 1 enemy, and then your Corpse Explosion just handles the rest. It basically is like Pac-Man at that point, where you just start swallowing everything as you keep pressing the designated button that you put it on. I use circle. Oh my god, I almost died. My lightning resistance isn't that good. And I'm only on Nightmare. On Hell, I probably would have died right there. Okay, you can see the Corpse Explosion. I'm using that on some of them. I likely won't get the thing that I'm farming for, but that's okay, because I'm showing you guys this incredible build. I'm just making sure I don't die from those guys, because those ghosts can murk me. So, was that a Grand Charm? Or oh, it was a Grand. Okay, what is it? Oh, faster hit recovery. We don't need to really focus on that right at the moment. Yeah, let's go to World Stone Keep level 3, see where we're at. So yeah, like, this is highly populated, so you just step back and just keep doing that. Just keep casting amp damage, and then when an enemy dies, just press Corpse Explosion. There we go. Easily solved. And you'll know when Corpse Explosion's ready, because as you can see on the bottom of my screen there, you see how my circle button, it shows that it's highlighted. When they're red, that means you can't do it, obviously, but when it turns clear, like as you can see right there, that means there's corpses available. So you just wait and just look at that, and then you just Corpse Explosion. And obviously, as you do more Corpse Explosion, as you upgrade it further, the radius gets bigger. So at first, it's okay, but every level of Corpse Explosion, you're going to see a drastic increase in damage, especially if you pick up things that increase your skill levels even further. I got lucky and got something like I made Spirit, which is 2 to all skills. And this has Necromancer skills, I believe. So that's only really beneficial to the Necromancer, but Spirit is beneficial to everybody because it's 2 to all skills. It doesn't matter who's using it. So basically, if you find that helmet and you're using the Necromancer, it's just icing on the cake at that point. But Corpse Explosion is definitely a huge catalyst to the build. And then the Iron Golem, that's what I'm using. That's a golem that you are going to want to use. So you're going to have to do a lot of prerequisites to get down to the Iron Golem. And then you want to get at least one of that. Because even with only putting 1 point into something, when you get all the items, the necessary items for the Necromancer to make him even stronger, it'll upgrade that skill. So that's why some of them are only 4. Because I've only put 1 point into them. So we're not going to go to the World Stone Chamber. I think I'll go down to the sewers, because that's where a lot of the populated areas are in the that I want to display. So we're going to be in the sewers the next time we see the Necromancer, and I will see you guys there. Sewers, sewers, sewers. There's a lot of enemies down here. So I amped all those guys. Just wait for a death. Corpse explosion. Of course, they were already dead because these guys are pretty weak. Now, here's where you'll see. Okay, so let's wait for one of them to die. Corpse explosion. Look at that. Of course, I will have the complete guide to the Fishymancer because it is not my build. I just show the builds off. In real time, I guess. I show it so then you don't have to basically trial and error for yourself or do something and say, oh, well, it's not that good. Like, it takes patience. A lot of the builds in this game, it just takes patience. Once you progress and actually let it play out, you'll see that the build's worth it. So hopefully this charm's a magic find. No, we don't. The Necromancer doesn't need attack rating. The skeletons do all the work. See, you'll be able to see too, like see how tight these corridors are, or these little hallways. That's where Corpse Explosion really shines. Because all you have to do is just let one of them die, and then they know that they're screwed when Corpse Explosion comes into play. Another Grand Charm. We're gonna... Magic Find? Damn. That's another thing, too, that this character will become a Magic Find after a while because you just... because you don't need to worry about attacking because your skeletons do it, so you don't need anything really with attack ratings, so you want to make sure that you get a lot of things that are Magic Find. My Magic Find's at 301%. I think I read that around 340 is when the Magic Find really starts to kick in. And you get a lot more drops. I love when those moments happen. As you can see right there, how I'm just using Corpse Explosion like crazy. I'm just mauling through. Like I mentioned earlier, it's like Pac-Man. You just walk through and it's like you're swallowing up every enemy. I'm actually glad I came down here because then now we're gonna see real serious crowd control when it comes to when we get to Rodiment, because Rodiment's loaded with a ton of enemies around him. A lot of characters can have trouble with that. The Boazon that I have really is good with that because of multi-shot. But the Necromancer, he's easily the most powerful character in the game. Maybe not most powerful. I think the Boazon can actually get really fucking strong, but I would say the Necromancer is easily one of the strongest characters in the game. And very beginner friendly, so if you're debating on what character to use, go for the Necro all the way. He was the first character I used back when I first played the game in 2000, when it first dropped, so I've always had a soft spot for him. I'm just not going to explain everything of the build because obviously the guide will give you more in-depth more than what I could tell you from what I can just remember. So there's a lot of skills that I'm leaving out and not speaking about just because you read the guide and just follow that guide and you'll have everything down packed. I'm just doing the things that I use mostly. So you'll have all the deets when it comes to when you guys actually try it. Oh, he teleported. I was like, where'd he go? That's the trouble I find with him, like with other characters, because he has many people with him, and he can resurrect them. So with other characters, my Amazon, for example, you can kind of struggle with him sometimes because you only have the mercenary to the top left of my screen, and then you only have your Valkyrie. And sometimes the Valkyrie or your mercenary can be stupid and they just don't want to be around. So yeah, I showed off a little bit of the Fishymancer. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I love playing this. I love playing this character, and I love making these build videos for you guys. Again, in the description will be the link to the build, so you guys can get all the in-depth details and whatnot of the build itself. And I hope I was informative to you guys, and I hope I shone some light onto just how great this character and this build is. So hit the like button if you liked it, hit the subscribe if you liked the video also, and I'll see you guys in the next video.